Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We're across the street on our second location that has been growing pretty rapidly. Just want to bring you guys some up-to-date content over here, what's changing, what's happening. Here comes AJ. Riding in on one of the Colemans. That will be our next giveaway bike. Pretty cool little bikes. We use them to run around here quite a bit, and they got the racks on them, so they're an excellent pit bike, which we're getting ready to go racing in the next couple of days, so that's going to be pretty fun. But you've seen the racks over here. We've been switching them up, been putting stuff on them. They've been working out really good. AJ, if you want to go ahead and put that new BMW away. All right, that way it's inside. We kind of keep things shuffled over here and keep the classics, keep some of the exotics. That's a brand new Alpina BMW. That's literally brand spanking new. We don't want that stuff sitting out in the weather, and it's become a staple for the area for driving by at night. It's lit up, it looks great. We're getting ready to do an emulation of this across the way here, which we'll show you. The other buildings will get basically the same treatment, getting the concrete done. Just having to do things step by step. Takes a lot of time, takes a lot of effort, takes a lot of shuffling vehicles around, and in the day takes a lot of money too. So we've been very blessed to be able to keep growing, doing everything little by little and getting knocked out with some great guys. Our electrical guys, concrete guys, paint guys, lift and rack guys. I mean, everybody has definitely killed it on these projects. So we can't thank everybody enough for their help. And we can't thank our customers enough for their support to allow us to keep growing, keep bringing you better facilities to give you better vehicles. And that's been one of our biggest problems for a long time is we have obviously a climate here in Virginia. We're not Florida, we're not Texas. We got some climates that we got to deal with, and I can't have brand new exotic cars. That's a brand new Alpina getting on the rack now. Classic square bodies. I just can't have them sitting out in the weather, you know. I mean, it's okay for a month or two, but you know, the next buyer wants something that's basically perfect. So now we're able to do that between the showroom across the street, which we've had for a little while, this here now, and the next section of this is going to be off the charts. So we'll take a little walk around. I'll show you some other things. No, it's not Casual Thursday. I just forgot my shirt from the gym today, so that's why I'm wearing this. But thankfully it is a beautiful October day, so it couldn't have worked out any better. As you can see around here, inventory always changes every time we bring you one of these videos. You might see something in the background that stays because not everything sells in 1 to 2 days. Some things sell in 1 to 2 hours, but right now we got a lot of bucket trucks. Well, why is that? You know, we also have a lot of rollbacks and tow trucks. When I go into something, we go into it full-fledged. So we bought a couple of these bucket trucks. We realized these were extremely nice, well cared for ones. They came from a big fleet company. They're corporately maintained, and they were nice. So what do? I went and bought all of them. So now we have a heck of a selection of bucket trucks if you're looking. We have the small ones and the big ones, but right now the specialty is these 350 series trucks, about 35 foot of bucket height. We got Versa lifts and All-Techs, and basically we got them all. So if you want something from 30,000 miles to 150,000 miles, we've got it. Price ranges vary from the 20s to the 40s, but it also allows us to kind of become experts with these. In the building, we have every part, bolt, nut, hardware, generator, pump, anything these trucks take, I've already and ordered it. So if a truck comes in, and they do, and they need a ram, a cylinder, a line, a generator, a hydraulic pump system, we've got it. So we're replacing the parts, we're doing it up, thank goodness, from Uncle David and our tech Dave that came from Ford. So between their two expertise of Dave going over the Ford product part of the truck, my uncle going through the electronics and the hydraulics part of the trucks, we're selling a pretty premium product because they were already in good shape. But with what we're doing, they're really in good shape. So you can't beat these. It's a one-time deal. We're not gonna have them again probably for another 6 or 8 years. So why not take them all, get them when we could? And we will have some 550s coming also. So as you see panning around on the building, the cream color is getting ready to go away. That is a 100-foot section of metal that is 28 feet tall at the peak. And not an easy task, but as of early next week, that will be nice, bright white with 3 coats of paint. The trim will all be black to match the front. This door will start getting framed out. That's a monster door there, 20-ish foot wide and 18 feet tall, I think. But it will allow us to bring in anything we want size-wise. Obviously 14-foot-ish is about what you want to carry on the highway, but we'll be able to bring a loaded tow truck in here. We'll also be able to put my helicopter in here. Weird, I know, but for winter storage, probably going in here. Building's getting painted, all the trim's getting painted, floors are done, turned out beautiful. But this is, well, there's the doors there. I actually have 3 doors across the back. So this will become overflow for cleanup. This will be where we keep brand new inventory in stock so that it can stay out of the weather. Also, back to the weather, you know, we're gonna have 3 months of winter coming and it's cold. Customers are flying in from all over the world, especially when they come from sunny states. They don't understand the cold, so they hate being outside. So this will get them inside. They can equip their truck. On the other side of this wall is hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of towing equipment. We'll be able to literally walk in there, pull the equipment, load the truck. They can accommodate themselves with the truck. That might take 10 minutes. It might take 10 hours. We don't care. We want to answer all their questions. We want to go over the truck, make sure there's no leaks. That's another reason for having a nice, perfect new floor. We want these trucks, when they're like this, to go out as perfect as possible. Even though they're not technically new, they might only have 1,000 or 2,000 miles. We're a used dealer. Well, it's used, but we want it to be new to the next buyer. I don't care if it's got 100,000 miles. I want it to be new to the next buyer. So this will be our quality control area, our wintertime prep area, and our customer relations area, I guess you would call it. So got all the lights in here, got all the newest style LED lights, security cameras, side lights so we can look at the side of the truck instead of just the top. Putting in a whole lot of extra stuff for rigging, which happens in the middle there, but you know, if somebody wants an extra toolbox last minute, they want to add a toolbox. Some trucks don't come with a passenger toolbox, believe it or not. They want to add a light bar, they want to add strobe lights. We want to be able to do all that kind of stuff. Can't say we can do it all while you're here waiting, but we want to be able to do it and be the best we can be with the tow industry. So, and now the bucket truck industry, and classic cars and exotics and anything else. So over to the next little step, and I think we'll be a wrap. All right, and the other building that we were referring to, and we're going to drop some pictures in just so you can understand what this was. So I don't think we've ever gone into it before on the video, but this facility in the 80s to the 90s was a boat facility. It was actually a Sea Ray dealership. They operated until things started to slow down a little bit, and then they actually bought my marina, which was very odd. So this property was once owned by the same people that owned my marina. Great people, the Wynn family. But they had one of the largest Sea Ray dealers at the time. The whole big building over there was stack racks where they stacked brand new inventory. The middle's where they drove in with their big lift and rigged boats. This was some overflow storage here. And then the building actually next door was their sales facility. So pretty cool history. Once they sold it, it was sold to a guy that was a construction and a hoarder. And unfortunately, as you see these pictures plopping in here, the section we were just in, you won't recognize it. Behind that, you won't recognize it. The front, you surely will not recognize. And this here was literally just a boneyard for broken down pieces of equipment, old tractors and tractor trailers. I think the same stuff he drug in here in the 90s and parked was still in here when we drug it out in 2022. So you could imagine the dust, debris, and dirt, and hundreds of manpower hours just to clean it out, much less get it like it is now, get all the old dirt cleaned up, you know, get it like it's supposed to be. And now we're getting ready to really make this something monumental. The front's coming off this building. It's going to have glass doors that match across the street. There's going to be stone fascia. Everything on this side is going to also be white with black trim. We're even doing the black beams in here to accent the building a lot more. So it's going to be all nice, all bright. I don't know how many yards of concrete, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be about 8 to 10 concrete trucks in here, if not more. Pouring from the front, pouring from the back, pouring from the side. This is a monster building as well. But once that's done, everything will be enclosed. There'll be a couple entry doors. We'll have our equipment in here like this Kubota tractor, a lot of other things that, once again, we just can't leave out in the elements. You know, this one here is kind of faded a little bit more than I'd like it to be. We've got a lot more of these stored away in our overflow building. Really nice Kubota tractors, some John Deere tractors, a whole lot of high-end equipment that will be for sale that we're just kind of stockpiling right now. Into the years coming, we will start to advertise some of it, so if you're looking for that, we have that too. And this building will be mainly for that. It'll be for our UTV sales. It'll be for golf cart sales. We're hooked up with a really good golf cart company down a little bit east of us that we do a ton of business with, and they are great guys. And we'll give them a little plug here when we have some of the inventory in stock, but that's Ricky's Custom Carts. Done a ton of business with those guys. We'll have some rollbacks in here for display, but mainly this will be for the, you know, for the fun stuff, the equipment, things like that. You know, whether it be new, whether it be used, it's going to be in here looking like it's brand new. And we'll have some of our power sports equipment as well. Somebody will be at this location, probably AJ, Christian, showing customers, demonstrating things. Again, half of our season is weather related, so we'll be able to be out of the weather and give you a much more pleasant experience and pleasurable experience than what we've been able to do, and hopefully what anybody else can do, because we know we try to outdo the competition in quality and standing behind our product and customer service. So not everybody can be perfect, but we try really, really hard. So appreciate you guys checking out this side of the facility. We'll bring you more content. Hope you enjoyed those old pictures, because we did not enjoy them very much. That's what we had to take over when we bought this place. So it's been a labor of love. Everybody's gotten their hands dirty over here. Everybody's worked till midnight. Everybody's worked on the weekends, and we've gotten it done. So it's not just all the guts and glory that's seen on the camera. There's a lot behind the scenes that happens too. So appreciate you guys. Keep on subscribing. We promise to bring you some good content and some fun content, and more on that 8-door as well, which has got a great following. And one more little sneak peek, there is another 8-door. And we hoped to drop it today, but we're not going to be able to. But by the weekend, we'll drop some content on that. But there is another 8-door build started, and I think you guys are going to like it. Thanks a lot. Stay tuned.